$99 to claim your free Moto G 5G phone with the qualified plan. Clear Talk. Simply smarter, wireless. Voice is insanity in an insane world. Plane Travis and Buck Sexton. KFBK. Sacramento's news radio. Everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
The Legacy Box Black Friday event starts now. Clay and Buck listeners can enjoy reliving their meaningful memories for an insane 65% off. Legacy Box is the best gift for you or a family member. And during our Black Friday event, there's never been a better time to reserve your pass. Legacy Box starts at only $27 with savings of over $400 when you digitize your full collection. Legacy Box is simple and safe. We digitize everything by hand here in the USA. You get your originals back plus digital copies that protect your tapes, film reels, and photos from floods, mold, even the decay of time. Make the holidays special and shop our best deal of the year. Visit LegacyBox.com to shop our Black Friday event and take an unreal 65% off. With limited quantities ready to ship, this deal will go fast. The Legacy Box Black Friday event starts now. Buy your Legacy Box today and send it when you're ready. That's LegacyBox.com/playandbuck to take 65% off. LegacyBox.com/playandbuck. Did you know most vitamin supplements have a warning label on the back? That's because without the synergy of thousands of nutrients working together that are found naturally in whole fruits and vegetables, vitamins are not balanced. This is why Balance of Nature only uses whole fruits and vegetables, no isolates or synthetic vitamins of any kind. We take a variety of 31 of the highest quality fruits and vegetables and remove the water without changing the rich chemistry. It's then ground to a powder, blended to perfection, and encapsulated, preserving the nutrients and making it easy to get the fruits and vegetables you need. So even though Balance of Nature comes in a capsule and looks like a vitamin, it's very different. Start your journey to better health with Balance of Nature. Go to balanceofnature.com to get 35% off your first preferred order. Get this special offer by using discount code Sacramento.
Armstrong and Getty here for Big Mountain Heating and Air. Their no gimmick 2-for-1 rejuvenation service guarantees your furnace and AC against breakdowns for the next year, or the service is free. Just $78, and it's the most comprehensive service for your furnace and AC.
Oh, and I love this Big Mountain Heating and Air. They guarantee you'll save more than twice the cost of the service on your utility bills, or they'll refund the service cost.
Call now before you have a problem. 916-623-7324, or just search on BigMountainAir.com. BigMountainAir.com.
Monster gives you 0% APR financing for 60 months, plus no payments for 90 days on every 2024 Mazda CX-5 Turbo and 2024 Mazda CX-90 with standard transmission in stock. Up 0 for 60 and no payment for 90 days on Mazda CX-5 and Mazda CX-90 during the season of Inspiration Sales Event on now. Exclusively at Beta Mazda and BetaMazda.com, where your first year's maintenance is included.
Mario Lopez here. Did you know addiction to stimulant drugs like meth or cocaine is a disease? If you or a loved one has a stimulant use disorder or questions about treatment, Choose Change California can help. Make a change today and find a proven treatment option for you at choosechangeca.org.
It ignites something inside of you. Sets the life in an elevated state of being. Days of pure exhilaration. And tonight, they're simply electric.
There's one place you gotta stop on your way home. It's got everything you need.
The KFBK Afternoon News with Kenny O'Neill. KFBK, Sacramento News Radio, 93.1 FM, 1530 AM. When you're at home, you can always listen to KFBK. Just ask your smart speaker. Hey Google, play KFBK on iHeartRadio.
Welcome back in. Happy birthday to our nation's Commander-in-Chief, Joe Biden, 81 years young today. He decided to combat the idea that he's old and out of touch by pardoning the Thanksgiving turkey, I believe, is what's going on today. And he tried to talk about the Taylor Swift tour, I think, but he managed to get
get Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and Britney Spears all mixed up together. Here is the latest Biden word salad. Listen.
Now, just to get here, Liberty and Bell had to beat some tough odds competition. They had to work hard, show patience, and be willing to travel over 1,000 miles.
Okay.
You could say even this harder than getting a ticket to the Renaissance tour or Britney's tour. She's down in, it's kind of warm in Brazil right now.
What? All right, so I understand some of you out there, maybe even you yourself, Buck, probably have been sort of here for Biden because you don't know the difference. Beyonce's tour was what he referenced. It's been done since October. Taylor Swift is currently doing her concert tour, which is what he actually referenced. And Britney Spears, to my knowledge, has not been on concert in years. So he managed to conflate all three of those famous pop stars in one gobbledygook word salad. I'm going to give it a really quick unpopular take here that I'll be gone for the next few days, so hopefully everybody will forget. I think that live music in stadium settings is almost always overrated. Just put it out there. Just put it out there. Saying, you're just going to throw a bunch of bombs today and leave me to pick up all on Tuesday or Wednesday when you're out already celebrating Thanksgiving. I wonder on some level whether this helps Biden because a lot of you out there listening are like, I have no idea who those three are either, but I just love that they try to make him seem young and hip and with it. Thankful all three of those into one mess. Artificial intelligence software, AI, is making a big-time impact in a short amount of time. You're benefiting from it now, whether it's the smart devices in your home or the advances in diagnostic tools in the healthcare industry, what we're talking about, just to name a few. It's safe to say AI is here to stay. Tech expert Colin Tedars believes this is the beginning of a new era that could make you rich. On the market, it hit rock bottom in November 22. Colin recommended shares of one top software company, saying the upside in this top software company is still there. This top company is up over 200% since then. And anyone who listened to Colin had a chance to more than double their money in less than a year. And now he's recommending a new AI company that he says could do even better. He says he's found a way for you to profit from this new AI project from your brokerage account. Go to newaIproject.com to learn more. NewaIproject.com, paid for by Brownstone Research. On the front line.
Good morning at 9:30. I'm happy to see you with your top stories on KPK News Radio. Americans can order more free COVID-19 tests from the government by going to covidtests.gov. Public health emergency ended last spring. The investigation is underway after a mother and daughter were stabbed at a light rail station in Rancho Cordova.
The two people who were arrested are another mother and daughter, adding up what started as an argument led to the stabbing. The victim's injuries are not considered life-threatening. Daniel Martin,
News Radio. A suspect is arraigned in a murder case from over 30 years ago.
Stafford pleaded not guilty to murder charges in the 37-year-old case of missing Modesto teen Susan Robin Bender. Longtime suspect Stafford was arrested in August after fleeing to Texas. The prosecution does not include the death penalty. The head of San Francisco's driverless car company Cruise is stepping down. CEO Kyle Williams resigned last night following a voluntary recall of 950 robotaxis and a decision by the DMV to suspend testing of permits over safety concerns. Traffic and weather together, here's Mark Nieto.
We're sponsored by your future Ford dealers. Watch out for slow going on southbound 5 from the Garden Highway down to 50. Caltrans sweepers in the right-hand lane causing that delay. Eastbound 80, they just cleared a crash near Winter, so a little sluggish there approaching Norwood. And if you are on westbound 80 or westbound 50, you're approaching the Yolo Causeway. They're both pretty slow at the merge there out onto the causeway. Now's the time to buy Ford at the biggest sale of the year happening now at your Future Ford dealers. The Ford you want is at Future Ford. 2 locations to serve you. Future Ford of Sacramento at I-80 in Madison, and future Ford Lincoln in the Roseville Auto Mall. Traffic every 10 minutes, mornings and afternoons. Mark Nieto, KFBK News Radio, 93.1 FM, 1530 AM.
Mostly sunny today, high in the mid-60s. It's pretty nice out, a little chilly, 52 degrees in Sacramento. Matt Bassini, KFBK News Radio.
Looking to switch your phone service? Well, what if there was a carrier that wasn't just another phone company? One that's brand new, built with technology for the next 50 years, not the last 50. Now there is Boost Infinite Wireless, the only carrier that switches between its own network and the other top two networks to find the best quality calls and data for you, anywhere, anytime. And you can get a low-priced, unlimited wireless plan that gives you a new iPhone every year. Its power of new technology gives you better service at lower prices. Switch today. Boost Infinite Wireless. Call 855-55-BOOST. That's 1-855-55-BOOST. Visit boostinfinite.com. That's boostinfinite.com. Or go to amazon.com and search for Boost iPhone 15 today. See boostinfinite.com for terms and conditions.
If your Thanksgiving tradition is serving heaps of mouth-watering food, Save Mark Tradition is offering jaw-dropping deals. Right now, Jenny O whole frozen turkeys 12 to 24 pounds are just 47 cents a pound with $25 purchase, restrictions apply. And select cooked bone-in ham, USDA choice beef, tri-tip roast, and more are buy one get one free of equal or lesser value mix and match. For fresh and festive holiday traditions at unbeatable deals, the celebration starts at Save Mart. Open until 6 p.m. Thanksgiving Day.
At Elk Grove Honda, we see every Honda buyer as a member of the family, so we make sure every lower-priced certified pre-owned Honda is one we buy from ourselves. See our selection of certified pre-owned Hondas in the Elk Grove Auto Mall or online at elkgrovehonda.com.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Ashley Banfield and Chris Cuomo on America's fastest-growing cable news network, News Nation.
The viewer seems to have been lost in the shuffle of cable news lately. They don't want to team sports. They want the full picture.
The appetite is greater than ever been for perspective, for information that they cannot just trust. See why more people are turning to News Nation, news for all America. To find News Nation on your screen, go to joinnn.com.
Stations participating in a nationwide sweepstakes for one lucky winner with for four to be part of a band's entourage for one evening and see them on tour. Prize provided by AEG. For more information about the sweepstakes, go to the station's website and click the contest tab.
When you're at home, you can always listen to KFBK. Just ask your smart speaker, Alexa, play KFBK on iHeartRadio.
Welcome back into Clay and Buck. Joe Scarborough weighs in here as a Democrat. Well, I guess he's not. He's an independent. That's what. Whenever you're a former Republican who just trashes Republicans all the time for your TV job, you can say, "Well, I'm an independent." But here he is talking to Mrs. Scarborough on the TV. So this is clip 2. Play this one.
New polling from NBC News has Donald Trump ahead of President Biden by 2 points, 46 to 44%.
Excuse me 1 second. I've got to yawn. Hold on 1 second.
You're yawning. I know, because this is a pattern.
This is the end of the world, according to Democrats. According to David Axelrod, who, by the way, said Biden was toast several times in 2020, this is the end of the world. Excuse me while I yawn, while Democrats, left and right, who, let's just say it, Democrats who said he was toast in 2020 after Iowa, New Hampshire, now they're saying he's toast again.
Clay, I hesitate to say this. I agree with the sentiment here of Joe Scarborough, given all that's going on. And let me throw something out there because people
You
are
and
raising.
Scarborough, BFF, I knew it was going to happen.
This guy's got pretty good hair. I mean, he's no
It's
Gavin
inevitable.
Newsom.
You're going to be on soon, hanging out, Morning Joe, drinking your coffee, chilling with Mika and Joe and all their other students.
Drinking a latte, the whole
Yeah.
thing. 216 BC, Battle of Tanai. We were just talking about Hannibal.
They're making a Netflix show with Denzel Washington as Hannibal, one of the greatest military tacticians and commanders of all time. Second Punic War, 216 BC. There have already been the Roman disasters where they got their butts kicked by Hannibal at Trebia and Lake Trasimene. And they go to the single biggest defeat that they had faced on the 2nd of August in 216 BC at Cannae. And this is still taught in military academies, any military history. Basically 80,000, give or take, Romans against 50,000, the mixed Carthaginian forces, including Gauls and a whole bunch of others, Balearic Islands, slingers, all kinds. I bring it up because it's a classic example in history, perhaps the most famous of what you call a double envelopment. Also a pincer move, right?
You probably,
It's referenced all the time in the Civil War because everybody always thought they would destroy the opposing army. No one really ever did until the Battle of Nashville.
So what they wanted,
Yeah.
what they wanted was a double envelopment. That means you fully
surround the enemy. What happened at Cannae, the overconfident Roman consuls Varro and Paulus decide to sort of heavy load the front line, and there's cavalry, both of them are cavalry on the side. Heavy load the front line. By the way, this is like an incredibly intricate and important battle, and I'm doing this in 30 seconds, so I don't just keep blabbering on about it. But they push and they push and they push. But again, the front line is very confident. They're pushing it, and as they're pushing, the Carthaginian forces are in a little bit of retreat. They're pushing back. They're pushing back. But their sides, the wings, start the double envelopment. And then they finally, by the time the Romans figure out, because obviously battlefield communication is very difficult, you're talking about tens of thousands of people, they figure out that they are actually, by pushing in, they are becoming surrounded. It is too late, and you have an absolute slaughter. I mean, the contemporary sources say of the 80-some-odd thousand Romans, like a few thousand end up escaping. They basically just were slaughtered with spear and sword. One of the biggest losses of battlefield life in one day in all history. And it was because of overconfidence of the front line. Is the GOP right now in a Consul Varus and Paulo Romans at Cannae moment where we think, oh, it's amazing, we're going to crush Biden, and they're actually coming around our sides in a double envelopment in 2020? Right now, if the election were held today, I think Trump, if he were the nominee, or DeSantis, but certainly Trump, because I think he's the most battle-tested at this point, to build on your analogy, would win comfortably. If you are a Democrat supporter, I think you have to believe that Biden is going to somehow rise, not as much as Trump is going to fall, because I don't think Trump. Here is my thesis, and you can grab this, and we'll talk about it in October as we get closer to the election. I just don't believe there's going to be that much. The thing that has surprised me the most about where we are in this cycle is that every time there are voters that are surveyed, there are way more people that are willing to say, I voted for Joe Biden in 2020, and I'm flipping to Trump in 2024 than I ever would have believed. I'm sure you see this, and DeSantis said it, others are saying it. Yeah. Are we falling, is the GOP, is the Republican Party falling into a trap of overconfidence? That's why I brought up Cannae, because the whole point is like, oh, we're winning, and oh my gosh, wait, what have we done? Now we've lost, right? Well, I don't, what do you say? I know you can't answer it to the end of the election, but that analysis, what are the pros and cons? Because that's what Ron DeSantis is saying, that's what some others are saying. Well, if you are buying that, then you have to believe that they are trying to get Trump to be the nominee. Yes, and that they think that once he's the nominee and he's officially locked in, let's say in February or March, that they are going to be able to slaughter him, right? In the same way that happened at the Battle of Cannae. I don't buy it. I think that was their initial thesis. I think they thought, hey, we're going to weaken Trump. We'll strengthen him in the Republican primary. I think what they have failed on is Trump is sort of a Teflon candidate at this point. I don't mean that he doesn't have weaknesses, but I mean that all of his weaknesses have already been publicly analyzed and considered and either accepted or rejected by both. There's nothing that, I really believe this, there's nothing that Trump's sort of a health-related concern. is going to stay around for 11 months. It's going to make people out there say, oh,